Oh, but insomnia had me like, okay, buy that, buy that, buy that, buy that. And I'm glad I did. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I am Letitia, and this is That's So Letitia. And to all of my new viewers, supporters, and subscribers, welcome, guys. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope you enjoy the content. And to all of my returning viewers, supporters, and subscribers, what's up, guys? As always, it is a pleasure to see you. Without further ado, let's jump right into this video. I did a thing. I was up late night doom scrolling, right? Could not sleep. Insomnia had me by the throat. And I just started making some blind purchases of perfume. Now, I'm going to preface this video by saying, and there's going to be a disclaimer somewhere that pops up, I am by no means a perfume connoisseur. I am just a girl that enjoys perfume. Before my late night doom scrolling, I've purchased many perfumes, right? At one point, not now, but at one point, I was one of those that felt like the more expensive the perfume, the longer it would last, the better quality it was. I am so glad that I learned, because it's only so many $500, $600 perfumes that one can buy, right? I have since diversified my collection, proud to say. And that is what I'm going to share with you guys in this video. My blind purchases. We'll get into some of the notes. I'll let you guys know my opinion. If there's anything that I have, figured out would work better in conjunction with one another. So let's just get into it. Now, there are a few brands that I purchased from, right? I am learning to diversify my perfume portfolio. Brings me to the first brand, and I do of course have my cheat sheet, so guys, work with me. The first brand that I recently learned about, and I will say I'm becoming obsessed, yep, obsessed with this brand, is Lattafa. This brand here, they are on Amazon, which I love, because depending on the actual fragrance, I can purchase it same day thanks to Prime. Now, Lattafa, just a little bit about them. States was founded in the 1980s, so I am definitely late to this party. And I will not butcher these people's name, but the brand was born from a desire to create world-class fragrances that reflect the richness of Arabian heritage. What began as a local initiative in the UAE has grown into one of the region's most admired fragrance houses, with a global footprint and reputation for quality, authenticity, and design excellence. Today, they are featured and sold in over 120 countries and trusted by millions of fragrance lovers around the world. Okay. I am one of those people, because this brand is the real deal. I thus far have 3 fragrances from, we'll say, the house of Lattafa, because to me, this speaks to a very affordable, high quality, like very high quality, long lasting fragrance house, right? It's affordable in the sense that this particular one that I have in the box, this box, like if you were giving one of their perfumes as a gift, you would feel so confident just giving it as is, right? Maybe throw it in a little gift box, little bow, little gift bag, tissue paper in the bow, and keep it moving. The quality that they put behind the appearance of their brands or their perfumes are top notch. So we have the actual box, and this fragrance, this one is called Honor and Glory, right? Now, one thing to note, that it's a mock-up of like 2 brands or 2 fragrances. I will put them down here. This one is oh my God, absolutely amazing. And I mean, whoever is like behind actually curating each and every fragrance, Y'all, they deserve a raise. This is a glass bottle, right? Like, this is not a piece of plastic or a sticker that's on here. Like, they really went the extra mile with the presentation for their fragrances. Now, the notes are pineapple brulee. That's the top note. Heart note is turmeric, cinnamon, black pepper. Base note, vanilla, sandalwood, and moss. This is a oud, and I will say, when I first applied it, you got all of the pineapple. You got all of the creme brulee. And then as it began to wear on, right, as it began to dry down, there was some spiciness to it that I attribute from the cinnamon maybe. Now, if you're not one that likes a spice, the dry down definitely is giving unisex to me, but here's the kicker. The middle note lasts for, I would say, a good maybe 2 or 3 hours. And then when you get to that base note, the base note opens it to be a little bit more citrusy, a little bit more feminine. And I'm assuming that to be the vanilla that just kind of balances everything out. Now, again, if you're not one for spice, stick around because I actually have something that I paired this with. But for this one, I want to say I paid like $26. $26 for this. And the projection on this is amazing. For this one, you don't have to overspray. Now, if you're an oversprayer, I understand, especially given the price point. You're like, hey, I can do this. Do it at your own risk. I wore this, and I want to say the next day I went into my closet and I was still able to smell this on my clothes. Now, this was my first purchase from this brand. And when I tell you, this one had me hooked. And I was like, I even told my husband, like, oh, hell no. I refuse to go back to a Neiman Marcus, to go back to a Nordstrom, to go to Blue Mercury and spend the $300, $400, $500 on a fragrance. This one here made me a fan for life. This is called Noble Blush. Now, I do know what this one is a dupe for. I did not know it when I blind purchased it, but I have since learned that this is a dupe for Delina Exclusive. Y'all, oh my God. Oh my, this smells, ooh. Let's just get into the notes of this one. This one, let's see here. The notes, so the top note is rose milk. Heart note is almond and meringue. Base note is sandalwood, musk, and vanilla. And I am here to testify to all levels of the notes here and how I experience this particular fragrance. So it does start off with the rose milk note. And I would even go so far as to say that creaminess that you get from the rose milk, it never leaves. Oh my gosh, this particular fragrance is such a pleasure to wear. I wore this out on a girls' night with my sister. I will say, I couldn't even really smell it like that heavy on me. There was a couple that came from like 2 tables over that inquired as to exactly what was I wearing because they smelled this throughout the restaurant. And the projection time on this one, get ready. We're talking like 2 or 3 days. Yes, 2 or 3 days. Again, this is not one that you need to overspray. It carries itself beautifully. Oh my gosh, this right here made me a believer. I paid for this, I want to say under $30, and that was including any sort of like fees, taxes, things of that nature. Amazon again. This one, if you like Delina Exclusive, but you cannot see yourself paying that high sticker price, I promise y'all, get this one. I don't know about any other dupes, any other fragrances inspired by Delina. I know this one. And this smells absolutely amazing. You will not be disappointed if you purchase this. Third fragrance that I have from them, and mind you, all of these I just did within like the past 2 weeks. I am horrible and I'm going back for more. So this one is also by Lattafa. This one is, it's in Arabic. I'm not going to even attempt it. This one also on Amazon. This one was a little bit more. I want to say this one cost me about $35. So not much more at all. And let me just show you guys the bottle. Now, I have seen this one featured on quite a few YouTube perfume reviews. This one, ooh, this is very, very juicy. It's very much so watermelon, given summer vibes. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Like, I'm with you when you're right, and they are right. They are right. They got it right. You hear me? And again, the projection on this one is insane. It is insane. What I love about these is that you can wear it alone and it will hold its own, or you can pair it with something to just kind of change up the scent profile a little bit, but it's not like it can't stand on its own. It does exactly what it needs to do without you applying anything else. Oh, but insomnia had me like, okay, buy that, buy that, buy that, buy that. And I'm glad I did. The brand I'm talking about is Brown Sugar Babe. Yes, this is what happens when you cannot sleep. Brown Sugar Babe, if you do not know, is a Black-owned, USA-based brand. They specialize in perfumed oils and body oils. So I'm up doom scrolling, right? Now, I've been following their page for quite some time because, again, I'm an admirer from afar. I like their stuff. I share their stuff. I just had not took the leap into actually making a purchase. Oh, Aunty. I'm on there and I'm looking for recommendations. I'm like, what is the top seller? Like, I need to know what is the one that has all the girls in the chokehold. I'll start with that one and work my way down, right? So as I'm looking on all of their socials, all of their fan pages, I even Googled them. I'm like, what is Google saying about Brown Sugar Babe? All of the reviews that just was like across the board, universal, was Rich Aunty. So I said, Rich Aunty. Now I'm an auntie, I'm not rich, but we can manifest and we can start with the Rich Aunty perfume oil. That was my first purchase. Y'all don't do too much on her. I was so excited when I got this one that I could not, yeah, I was like a kid at Christmas. So Rich Aunty, this was my absolute first purchase from Brown Sugar Babe. They are on Amazon, y'all. Check that out. Amazon. And the reason I say that is when you order from the actual Brown Sugar Babe website, the shipping can be a little bit much. Shipping is like $11.99, and that's through UPS. I have a whole story about them. Stick with me. We're going places. But yes, this is a 4-ounce Rich Aunty. When I tell you, oh my gosh, oh my goodness. Now, this was somewhat a blind purchase, not so blind. I was guided through all of the many reviews that I read, but just a little bit about how I feel about this one. This was $69. So definitely more pricey than the Lattafas. However, this has amazing staying power. Now, when you typically hear oil, you're thinking slippery, messy, gooey, like you're going to be sticky. No, this is a oil that dries down. Like this oil, your skin actually absorbs. Now, the consensus is out in terms of moisture. Some people are saying no moisture. Some people are saying moisture. Me, I will say I didn't get a dewy type of moisturizing from wearing this oil, but if you apply it after your shower, it does give you a nice, just healthy appearance to your skin, right? It doesn't look like you have on oil, doesn't look like you lathered up in lotion, but you're not ashy. And I live in the desert. That's saying a lot. So the oil makeup of this one is sweet almond oil, olive oil, castor oil, grapeseed oil, avocado oil, and fragrance oil. I feel like fragrance oil should be first. Reason I say that is because the projection on this is a beast. It is a beast. And that is saying the least. This right here, I'm not even going to hold y'all. I'm not. This, I have later found out, is a dupe also for Delina exclusive. Now, putting these two together, I would say it doesn't do justice. Reason being is that both of these are powerhouses. Both of these can hold their own. The projection on both of these is simply divine. There isn't one that requires the other unless that's just your thing. I know some of us, we love to layer. If you wanted to layer Delina and you wanted to smell like Delina at a fraction of the cost, these two, I would say jump on them, especially while this one is in stock. This one I hear goes out of stock quite often, even given the price point, $69 up against what, $300-400 for Delina. You can't beat that. And then just to give you the scent profile of Rich Aunty, we have top notes would be lychee, pear, and bergamot. Then the heart is Turkish rose, oud, and incense. The third and final, like the base note, the climax of this scent is vanilla, amber, and woody notes. That would be Rich Auntie's scent profile. Now, moving on to my next brown sugar bait purchase. This is Let's Chill. This one I also purchased in the 4-ounce size. This one, I would say all of them have the same oil profile. Almond, olive, castor, grape, avocado, and fragrant oil. This one, again, fragrant oil should be the top oil. This one, oh my, oh, this smells so good. This one, the name perfectly describes the scent. Let's Chill. This one I am using as a spa day kind of self-care, relaxing day smell. Reason being is the notes of this one. It opens with a bang, which is eucalyptus. And the heart is fresh citrus, lemon, lavender flowers. And then the scent that pretty much follows you throughout the day is sage. Now, I know some people are like, okay, that's a little too, aromatherapy like. It really isn't. It dries down beautifully. And hear me out, y'all. Spa day, after you've taken a shower, you have your fresh eucalyptus hanging, you have your spa music in the background, your jazz music, your meditation music, your gospel music, your jazz music, or even your rap music, whatever it is that you vibe out to when you just need to relax and decompress. You're out of the shower, you put this on, you get your little self-care, skincare going on, light your this right here is that deal for that. Now, this one was $25. They took it down to $15. It is sold out, both in the 2-ounce as well as the largest at this time, which is the 4-ounce size. Sold out completely. I am hoping that they bring it back. It's still on the website, which means there is hope, right? But just right now, especially when they took the price down, the girls bought it out. Moving on, we have Island Girl or Island Gal. This one I purchased in the 2-ounce size. So this is the 2-ounce, right? And to give you guys a visual of the differences, this is 2-ounce. and this would be the 4-ounce. Okay. So this one I paid $25 for. Now let's get into the profile of this one. Island Gyal is a tropical, fresh combination of pineapples, mango, papaya, coconut, and wild watermelon. The first notes you smell, pineapple, mango. Heart of the perfume would be papaya and coconut. The base note, which you are left with, would be wild watermelon. That is what lingers throughout the day. This smells very beautiful. I feel like the name describes it well. It is something that you would envision a tropical Caribbean island smelling like. They did this one amazingly. Again, if you are looking to layer, stick around because I'm going to give you my layer recommendation. It's a good one. Last on my brown sugar babe list for this video is Bad and Bougie. This is the 4-ounce size of Bad and Bougie. Now, you can't win them all, okay? I have since learned you cannot win them all. This particular one is described as a gourmand champagne scented body oil. 4 ounces, I paid $25 for this one. Now, here are the notes. Champagne, juicy nectar, and red currant. This one is cute. However, you smell the champagne and then it's like something happens to where it's this one is cute. This one is extremely sweet, and I would even go so far as to say this one is kind of giving like a car fragrance. You know the air conditioner little like inserts that you can put in your car? Yeah, that's what this is giving. I have not yet found something that I can like pair this with to make it make sense. I'm still on the fence. So stick around. I might update it in the description box if I can find something for this one that would just make sense to me. But yeah, this is Bad and Bougie. And last but not least, in terms of my blind purchases, I picked up the new perfume by Rare Beauty, which is titled Rare. Now, this one, the notes would be caramel, pistachio, pink pepper, ginger, cocoa beans, vanilla, sandalwood, tonka beans, and skin musks. This set, super cute. Got it like the day before launch. Shout out to Being Rouge at Sephora. I will say, this to me, it's very reminiscent of the Rare Beauty's original comfort line. Remember when they brought out like the massage oil, the roller ball for like aromatherapy and like the body and hair mist? This is giving that to me, but in a more sophisticated, more pronounced like scent profile version. I liked wearing it. I even paired it with Being Frenchy or Being Frenchy, which is a line that is available in Target. The one that I use, it's the Lavender Cloud. Reason that I feel so confident pairing these two together is because when the Comfort line came out and I brought it home, I'm like, this smells like something. What does this smell like? It smells like this. So that's how I've been wearing it. The projection on this one, I would say the skin musks, that really comes out at some point because it kind of, you know, it's one of those you have to be close to smell after some time if you're not a heavy sprayer and if you haven't like layered it with maybe one of their perfume balms, or if you haven't layered it with like an oil or a lotion. This one, it's very close and intimate of a scent. So before we wrap this up, I told you guys stick around because I was going to give you some of my combos. Now, where is Island Gyal? Come to the front stage, girl. That was so horrible. All right. We have Island Gyal. Now, this one, again, keep in mind, top note was pineapple. Also, Honor and Glory's top note is pineapple brulee. Now, remember I said the middle note was giving spicy. If you don't like spicy, pair these two together and it will cut down that spice while still preserving that very tropical island scent that both of these have amongst them. So that is one combo. And our second tropical based kind of combo would be sticking with Island Gyal. We also have this one, I Am White by Lattafa. Both of these have very summery, kind of juicy, fruit inspired notes, especially as like their top notes or their most dominant notes. This one being watermelon, this one being pineapple. See where I'm going there? You can kind of make your own little tropical fruit salad, honey. Yes. So, yep, this would be another combo that I have put together and I really like the outcome. So, that is it. Thank you guys so much for sticking around and just kind of watching my insomniatic perfume review. I hope you guys walked away with something here that, you know, kind of helps inspire your next fragrant purchase, or at least give you a little bit more information on brands or particular scents that you have been pondering. If you have made it this far and you have not already subscribed, please feel free to hit the subscribe button. And if you are a subscriber and you are not being notified of my uploads, I do apologize. YouTube is doing that to us. But just in case, make sure you hit that notification bell so that you are notified each and every time there is a upload from this channel. Let me know in the comment box. Has anybody, are we liking the brand? If so, what are your recommendations? What is your favorite scents? And also, come on, let me know there's some more House of Lattafa girls out there. Let me know in the comment box, what is your favorite scents? What are your go-to scents? Let's chat about it. And guys, as always, be well, stay safe, exercise self-care. It is not a privilege, but a necessity. Make sure to check on your strong friends after you check in with yourself. And until next time, we shall chat again soon.